Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the first and last preliminary election prediction on my behalf. I'm going to do one this week for both the House, the Senate. I'm going to do one for the governors, and then the last one's going to be on the 8th, in which I simply give a final prediction for all three of these elections. Um, we're going to do it state by state. I'm going to have three categories here today. And I'm going to leave the toss-ups as is. So first, let's go for Alabama. Jerry Carl against Alexander Ramney. Easy. Let's go for Barry Moore. We have Mike Rogers. Mo Brooks. This one's going to be Dale Strong. I'm going to keep them all as safe. So there we have Alabama. Alaska. This one, as I stated in my previous video regarding the Pacific region, it's currently a tilt Democrat, but I'm going to leave it as toss-up for now, because I don't want to do any tilts for this particular cycle, or at least this video. Arizona. These are safe districts, don't have to worry about that. Same goes for these. So we have four relatively important districts. Kirsten Engel, Juan Ciscomani. It's going to be a likely victory for Ciscomani. We have David Schweikert. He is going to have a likely victory. Tom O'Halloran, same story, likely victory for Eli Crane. Yeah, it's going to be wider than 5 points. Greg Stanton, I'm going to leave it as a toss-up for now. But in the sake of fairness, I can also do a lean Democrat. Fuck it. Let's make that one lean as well then. To provide a little bit of indication here and there. Arkansas. Don't question it. So, we have California. Just going to quickly fill out these safe seats. So what you're going to see here, most of these seats in California, they've been redistricted in such a way that it's just blatantly partisan. Same goes for Illinois, same goes for Texas, kind of. I think it's a travesty, the way these districts are drawn. And it's because of a simple reason. You're supposed to draw districts to make sure that each individual county stays intact. And this is something that California and Illinois clearly just ignore. So the idea of it is actually that a particular state, you have to make sure that your counties are not split up. And this is something that most states do fine, except when there's a supermajority in either side. And that's when you're going to see the really bad stuff. So we have Raul Ruiz. Easy victory for him. We have this one. And then finally we have a few. Katie Porter. Yeah, I'm just going to put this as lean for now. Same way for this. That can be likely. Garcia leads Republican. These three are toss-ups in my opinion. Costa goes likely. Colorado. I don't think anyone is going to disagree with this particular assessment. Final one. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with this. Connecticut. Yeah. Stupid mouse. I don't think anyone is going to disagree with this assessment as well. Delaware. Safe. Florida. This one is going to be a pretty fun one. So we have the entire northern section. safe. Bill Posey, safe. Franklin, must. Stoop, Dians. This is all safe stuff. Same with Buchanan. This one is likely. These two. Let's toss these two in there as well. We got safe districts. And we got 2 likelies. And 1 lean. So at the moment we have Democrats narrowly leading by about 60 to 50. We have Georgia. I'm gonna put this one in lean. Jesus, 15 terms, come on man. You expect to retire after 30 years in office. So we got Hawaii, then go to Idaho, safe Republican, Illinois. Now here's where the clusterfuck basically comes in. So, Darren LaHood, safe, this one is safe, this one is safe. I'm just gonna add these one as safe. This one I don't think it's gonna be a likely one for this one. Quigley, Garcia, Ramirez, Kelly, and Jackson. 5 left. Bustos, this is lean Republican. Esther King is probably going to win this one. Lauren Underwood, she's going to stay. 13th, pure toss-up. Bill Foster, likely. Sean Costin, he's going to be a lean victory for now. Thing about this is the 13th and the 17th technically are toss-ups. You know what, fine, I'll do it so. Like this. I'll discuss these two later down the line. Indiana. Only Indianapolis is a safe Democrat. The other 8 will be as such. Gary, Indiana, I'm going to keep it as toss-up for now. That's Iowa. That's Kansas. Kentucky. So what is going to be a case is I'm going to show you later down the line. It's basically a guarantee that Republicans have the House. Maine, this one's safe, the other one's toss-up. Maryland. I don't think anyone is going to complain about this one. Neither about this one. And this is a perfect example of districts, how horribly looking they are. Perfect example of how counties are needlessly being broken up. Michigan. Yeah, stupid mouse. Probably need gonna buy a new one at some point. This one's likely. This one's likely. And the other 3 toss-ups. Minnesota. Gonna leave it as such. Mississippi. We're already pretty much halfway. Mizzou. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that one. Montana. Both are safe. As you can see, it's basically just neck and neck. As so far we go. But we haven't had Texas yet, so that's going to be a significant change in outlook. On to Nevada. I think it's pretty much clear what's going to happen with the other 3 seats. New Hampshire, I'm going to leave it as such. I think Chris Pappas may be vulnerable, and there's probably a likelihood of him losing. Jersey. So we have Smith and Van Drew. I think they're safely winning. Ballone, Menendez, Pascal, Payne, safe victory. Mickey Sherrill. This one is likely actually. Coleman. So the funny part about Sherrill is that the Democratic Party seems to be praying that she hangs on, because they want her to be some kind of presidential contender at some point. I don't know why. There's nothing remarkable about her. But that's the Democrat. So, Tom Malinowski, keep doing that mistake. He's done. I'm just gonna say it, he's done. Gottheimer, I'm keeping this as a toss-up for now. Andy Kim, I'm gonna put it as lean. This is how I think Jersey's gonna be for now. New Mexico, safe, likely, and lean. Pretty obvious. New York. Safe, safe, and safe. Yeah, I can put these as safe as well. Safe, safe. And basically everything there. So, 22nd district. This is Williams against Cannoli. What I think is going to happen is for now a toss-up, but it's probably going to lean Republican. The 19th, this one, toss-up. Pat Ryan, I consider it a toss-up. This one, Maloney, I'm going to put it lean. And now we have Rice, which is going to be a likely, and this one's going to be a lean. And then proper New York City. There's no explanation needed. North Carolina. We don't need to say much about these districts either. Same thing goes for these. Oops, apologies for that one. I don't think Virginia Folk is going to like that. I'm going to leave the first as a toss-up. Dakota, safe. And Ohio. Basically, it's a done deal. And I'm gonna leave the 9th as a toss-up. Oklahoma. There's not to question anything about there at the moment. Oregon. Gonna leave those 3 as toss-ups. Pennsylvania. And yes, I'm going to do a little bit of a bold one. I think this one. And I'm going to say Cartwright is going to go down, Wild is going to go down, and the 17th is going to flip. Then we have Pittsburgh. It's going to stay. And these 5 are going to be safe. Rhode Island. Here's not a hot take of mine. I'm going to put it at lean Republican. South Carolina. This one's likely. Purely as an indication that Nancy Mace is a little bit of a weaker position than every other Republican in the state. Tennessee. And finally the 5th district, I think it's likely. Texas. Let's go for Dallas first. Johnson, Allred, and Vesey. Pretty obvious. Same goes for Green, Fletcher, Jackson, and Garcia. And this one for Austin. Yeah. I don't think my computer mouse likes me anymore. So this one, and I'm going to put this one as likely, and El Paso as safe Democrat. The other three, for now, toss-ups. Utah, safe. Vermont, safe. Virginia, very obvious where this one goes. I'm only going to keep the 7th as a toss-up. I think Luria is going down. Washington, safe, safe, and safe. As with these ones, likelies, and the 8th will be a pure toss-up. West Virginia, Wyoming, and finally Wisconsin. 2, 3, 4, and we have game. So, all states filled in. We have 180 Democrat districts, 221 Republican, which means the Republicans keep the House or take back the House, and we have 34 districts that will be toss-up categories. I will discuss each of those races next week or the week after that, prior to the election. The election is in 2 weeks, so I will have it done by then, and we'll see what it's going to end up looking like. Another thing to note, if the Republicans win 26 of these races, and there's a very distinct possibility that it's capable of happening, they will reach their all-time high of 247 again. If they win all of these, then they will have broken their record. So what is likely going to happen is at least half of these districts will go Republican. And I do mean at least half, so that's 17, so it's 238 Republican House seats. That is essentially guaranteed. And we'll see what happens in 2 weeks' time. Thank you kindly for watching, and I wish you all a great day. Cheers.